Good day, everyone. So, I'm Johnson Cruz, presenting my research paper about how proper training improves accuracy, efficiency, and integrity of cost center employee. So, here's my topic and my introduction is here. So, a training process is one of the best techniques of every organization to ensure that the employee of the company have knowledge about their duties and responsibilities. Also in training, discuss all systems and technologies should be used and how to use it with care to maintain the assets of the company usable and expand its lifetime. In business, all rules should be documented and not against the government law to ensure that the company shouldn't be faced with violation and fines. Insufficient training may lead to misunderstanding to the client. Lack of knowledge of standard procedure, apply shortcut in the process, always delay in service, and possible financial discrepancy, such as shortages or overages. This kind of issues may affect the company's integrity and the clients will vanish. But it is also important to study the effects of training. It will contribute to the employee in terms of accuracy, efficiency, and integrity, which the organization can give rewards to those employees that have a potential to become a leader in the future. And here's my main objective of this study is to design a training process to enhance employee competitiveness by promoting ethical behavior and improving skills for higher responsibilities. And here's my specific objective. Number one is analyze technology capabilities by performing hands-on practical testing of equipment and software. Number two, explain the importance of training and how to apply ethical behavior to every client. Number three, analyze the challenges which the employees may encounter during the deployment process. Number four, measure the effectiveness of the training program by testing employees' knowledge through post-test and training evaluation. And last is to develop employees for advanced responsibilities, including leadership, positions, and career advancement. So this is my methodology. So in my phase 1 is the solving problem to the vacant position. So this step is one of the primary to identify what kind of position is available or vacant. So we can call the agencies that affiliated to our company to endorse as a person to occupy the vacant. And then in my phase 2 is to produce by the company. So so in my phase 2, so dito na we will train the new hard employee that comes from the affiliated agency. And then the step 9 is my SOP1, which is describe proper use of system and technologies. Because during trainings, we teach them how to use the equipment and how to prevent possibly damage to the technology, and then how to maintain the good quality of the technology. And then in our phase 3, in my phase 3, so here's the assessment for 2 weeks training with senior employee. So after 2 days training here in the training room, so the new hard employee will face another 2 weeks training in actual. So yan na po yung time na yung mga new hard employee, so sila na po mismo nagpe-perform ng actual na duties nila. But with the help of the senior employee. And then in step number 13, so nandun po yung SOP number 2 ko, which is the Applied Basic Isolation and Ethical Behavior. So during their training, so doon na po tinuturuan sila kung paano po i-apply yung basic isolation once they encounter something error or problem in the machine. Then ethical behavior, once na nasa harap sila ng isang kliyente, ano ba yung kailangan nilang i-perform, ano ba yung kailangan nilang maging ugali once na kausap nila yung mismong kliyente ng company. And then, sa step number 15, nandiyan po na yung tinatawag na analyzation of errors and problem. Once na na-detect na po yung problema, so ano ba yung kailangan gawin para yung problema is maayos? So, yan po yung SOP number 3 to. And then sa phase number 4, so doon po nakapaloob yung evaluation exam. Once na natapos po nila yung 2 weeks training sa actuality, magkakaroon po sila ng evaluation exam. So babalik sila sa training department para po i-undergo yung evaluation exam na kailangan nilang ipasa. Para po, pag napasa nila yon, pwede na silang maging independent teller. And then, kasi po nandun po, nakapaloob po doon yung SOP number 4. Then, sa phase number 5 go, application of duties independently. Once na napasa nila yung evaluation exam, yan na po yung sinasabi ko na magiging independent teller na sila. Then, nakapaloob po doon is yung step 21, which is my SOP number 5, which is choosing right person in managerial position. Once na nagkulang po ang company ng isang officer o something na in our organization, so instead we hired outside, so we promote na lang po yung mga nakitaan namin ng potential to become a leader. And then here's my sample proof. So ito po yung proof na nag-conduct ako ng survey while the other cash hub or other area was in their kumbaga during orientation po nila. So pumunta dito yung mga employee ng Tagaytay, pumunta yung mga employee dito ng Clark para po nag-conduct kasi ng orientation dito sa Pasig. So during their ng orientation, pinag-survey ko po sila. Bali binigyan ko sila ng survey. Bali ito po yung mga respondent po. And then ito po yung result. As you can see po, yung from 1 to 10, yung sa Clark, 11 to 20 is from Tagaytay, and then 21 to 30 is from Pasig. And then, ito po yung interpretation of the data. So, the interpretation of data intervals is coming from this formula. 4 minus 1 equals 3 divided by 4. Kaya po, nakuha ko po yung 0.75, which is my interpretation interval. And then 1 to 1.75 is strongly disagree. 1.76 to 2.51 is disagree. 2.52 to 3.27 agree. And 3.28 to 4 is strongly agree. And then ito po yung based on the survey result using 30 respondent, the average is 3.45, which means they strongly agree that the training is the needs of every employee. So the illustration is coming from 1 to 10 is from survey of Clark branch employee. The 11 to 20 is from Tagaytay branch employees, and 21 to 30 came from Pasig branch employees. So here's my central tendency mean, median, and mode. So my mean is 34.23, and then my median is 33.7. And then my modal class is 29.55. So, based on the result, the training process of this research is essential in every cost center company. Using the central tendency result, it will determine the effectiveness of the training before the deployment and the pressure of the senior employee. So, ito naman po yung dispersion formula ko. So, yung average niya po is 34.47. Standard deviation, or what you call SSD, is 1.71. And the variance is 2.91. So here's my note. When the value is lower, which means that the score is closer to each other. So yan po yung tinuro ni Sir Mau na kapag daw po yung value is lower, so which means yung total score is magkakalapit lang. Kumbaga, kung babasehan natin dito sa survey, mayroon nakakuha 30, 29, 32, 33. So, hindi sila talaga nagkakalayo. Kaya po, which is good. Kumbaga, magandang epekto sa isang research paper. And then, ito po yung single sample t-test. So, ito po yung, dito po nakapaloob yung SOP number 1. So, one of the cost center companies conducted a survey last year of their 30 employees. They want to measure if the company is providing proper training to the newly hired employees and to all seniors about the effectiveness in the hands-on training about the equipment or system that will be used in the company. They receive an average of 28.3, total score of 848, which the management did not accept the fact that the company doesn't provide proper training to their employees about the technology. The management hired a new training officer to conduct a training to all employees about the operation. Here's the question. Is it true that the new training officer provides proper training about the technologies in each department? So, as you can see, so ang single sample niyo po, ito po yung significance level, total, tapos ang p-value is 0.0001. So, ito po yung step by step. So, the null hypothesis is equals to average of 28.3. So, alternative hypothesis is not equal to the average of 28.3. So, step number 2, so ito po yung the significance level is 0.05. So, step 3 is single sample t-test was used in this computation. So, sa step number 4 po, so makikita natin na si significance level na 0.05 is greater than the p-value. So, reject the null hypothesis. And the step number 5 is there is enough evidence that the new training officer significantly trained all employees about technologies of the company. So, nireject po natin si null hypothesis, which is good sa ating survey, ay sa ating research paper. And then, the two dependent t-tests. So, training officer enhance the training process of the company which include the ethical behavior in front of the client. So, dito na po pumapasok yung SOP number 2. So, through surveys, it will measure if the employees learn and how to interact with the client compared to their training last year, which does not include the proper interaction in front of the client. So, kung makikita po natin sa kaliwa, so, survey this year. So, ito po yung result nung nag-survey ako. So, ito po yung last year, yung nag-survey po yung company. And then, ito po yung condition 1. Yung X1 is the last year, and then the X2 is the this year. And then, the p-value is 0.001. So, ito po yung step by step. So, null hypothesis is equal to 0. So, alternative hypothesis is not equal to 0. So, significance level is 0.05, the same. So, paired sample t-test was used in this computation. So, ang step number 4 is reject the null hypothesis. Why? Because the significant value 0.05 is greater than the p-value. So, step number 5, there's enough evidence to claim that the new training process was significantly improved compared to last year, and the employees learned about the proper interaction in front of the client. Okay? And then, sa 2 independent t-test, the Clark Cash Hub and Tagaytay Cash Hub is one of the biggest center. Each cash hub chooses 10 respondents for the survey about the training process. Is it true that the training provided by your company is equal to all employees if they encounter problem, errors upon deployment? So, ito po yung computation. So, as you can see po,